good, beautiful people? It's your girl, Ling Bling Wing Ching. Welcome back to another episode of Sports in Puma, Put Me On. Rolling with my buddy today. Twisty, what are you saying?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Sharp, Anna.
Easy though. How does it feel to be a host in the show? I'm
You know?
jail of it. I feel like people don't ask us these questions.
The most beautiful thing about being a host on the show, besides speaking to you now, is that we get to meet cool people.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I cool?
Cool people, the coolest in the
coolest.
game, in the streets. On that note, everybody, we have Hayden in the building, Puma's marketing manager, and
What's
the
up?
coolest dripper from head to toe. Look at that drip. Please
He's
look
always
at that
killing
drip.
it.
She's trying to leave with the shoes. That's why she's being nice.
How are you doing?
I'm good, Ling. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's such an honor to have you on here. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now, Put Me On is coming back for the 5th time.
Yeah.
So, tell me, why does Puma keeps on supporting this initiative?
Because, like, sports scene is one of probably our biggest partner. So, it's the initiative, so we're happy to support that. And also, we really like, because the brand's motto is forever faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that means we first do things like, and that can apply to first to working with people. So what Put Me On does is unearths a lot of talent that we get to work with, and even once the competition is finished, we end up working with a lot of the guys long afterwards. So Lucas won the first one. We still fam. Mani Badu was one of the runners up in that one. She works with us. So we unearth a lot of people along the way, and it's like a journey,
Yeah.
finding new talent and being there along the way with sports scene. And I want to say we put people on, but we assist and we can contribute to young careers going forward,
Okay, that's understandable. It makes sense why you would then give them the platform and believe in them, right? But why hip hop specifically?
Puma's intrinsically tied to hip hop. Like if you go back, pictures of New York in the 70s, B-boy culture, they're all in Clydes and Suedes, the T7 tracksuits, the vibes.
Yes, sir.
There we go. And yeah, it just makes sense. It's in our history, it's in our DNA, hip hop. We work with all the other genres as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have to,
Yeah.
And we love music as a whole, but hip hop is in our DNA. It's 50 years of hip hop this year. I think Puma's 75 years this year. So we were like babies when we met hip hop, and we just grew up together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about celebrating 50 years of hip hop, I was going to ask you, what does that mean to the brand?
Oh, it just means, as a brand, you guessing culture, right? No brand can own a culture, and hip hop has allowed us over the past 50 years, has allowed us in the house and allowed the brand to grow and build and find people and contribute to a culture. So I think however long hip hop lasts, which is probably forever, and however long Puma lasts, hopefully it's forever.
Yeah.
I think we'll always be married,
All right, for sure.
And what are some of the prizes that Puma will be awarding to the winners and the contestants for this year's competition?
So there's a lot of prizes. I'm sure you guys have touched on it before, but we will a lot of product, cash support, equipment support, and just even outside of the competition, we'll walk this journey with you, for years to come.
And then do you, after the competition, do you, let's say the runners up, do you pick the ones that stood out to you to work with further, or do you consider everyone?
Consider everyone,
Okay.
right? Because music and art is such a subjective thing. What's dope to me might not be dope to someone else. So I think it's important that Puma and sports scene, we have a lot of people working behind the scenes to make sure everyone's talent is treated with the necessary respect, and everyone's vision and what they contribute to the art world, and then take it from there.
Yeah, now this year, we're doing things differently.
Yeah.
We're not only planning to support just the winner, but runners up as well.
For sure.
So tell me, like, how does that make you feel?
So, I mean, like, if we, as a brand, if we can contribute to people's careers in any way, shape, or form, that's always a good thing, you know. Not to say, oh, Puma did that for me or that, but just as a brand who benefits from culture, it's important that you give back, you know, and contribute and in a meaningful way, not just like oh, here's a pair of shoes or whatever. You know what I mean? That's cool, but especially when you're artists at this phase of their career, they need a lot more. They need like some infrastructure.
For sure.
They need some
sure.
cash and that. Yeah.
Yeah, for a period of time.
Exactly.
To get into your feet.
That's enough to launch them, take them to the next level, and then you know they can run. Can help them crawl, and then they can walk, and then they can run. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Sorry, just a follow-up question. Let's say for whatever reason, an artist that you guys were working with becomes a little bit stagnant. How do you guys then push them? Because I mean, your motto is forever faster.
Yeah.
So then, how do you just boost them?
I guess it's you have to, as a brand, you have to understand that when you deal with artists, it's not linear. It's not a straight process. You know, people go through ups and downs, especially when you work with creatives. Sometimes people eat blanks. You know, there's a thing called writer's block. It's a real thing. You know, it's an old saying. It's real. And I guess as a brand, because we've been in the space for so long, we've been working with artists for years and years, we get it. We understand. It's like, okay, cool, you need 2 months, sure.
Okay.
If you need anything, call me. Or how can I help? You know? And we have a network of people that we can connect, you know, like you need a question with this, like, yo, call this dude. I'll let him know you're gonna call him. And it's because we've been around for so long and we've been in the culture so long. We know people that are big, can help people that are, you know, on their way to being big.
Yeah. Talking about like working long term with the artist, like, and being around for a long term. Can you tell us about any plans, long term plans that the brand is envisioned, or collaboration, especially with the competition? And its
I
talent?
mean, it's like we can't, like, cause I mean, we're a fashion brand, so we work in seasons, and how we market is obviously tied to what global does and all that. So it's like hard to say specifically what we're gonna do, like, let's say in 2025. So, but we have like a vision which is like forever faster, young talent. And who knows, man? Like, you know what they say, like, you can't culture eats strategy for breakfast every day of the week, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can plan all you want, but the culture is, you know, it changes, bro.
Changes anytime.
Like, people can be hot today, they can be gone tomorrow. Somebody could have been falling off and hit their comeback season, and you know. Yeah.
How do you feel how hip hop has changed from back when Puma, let's say Puma started, or when you started? How long have you been with Puma, by the way?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say when you started to listen to hip hop and how hip hop is sounding now. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's going the right direction?
I think hip hop, it's always the most influential and trend-setting genre of music. Because it's not actually a genre of music; it's a lifestyle. You know, it's a culture.
It's a whole culture.
And I think good art essentially, it's broader than just a genre. Good art's like a reflection of the world or the time it's created in. So, like, I think hip hop's always gonna be the mirror of the world, you know, like, because that's where the kids are, you know, and if you want to know how the world's feeling, just check out the kids, you know. And I think hip hop right now is really cool. It's good, especially South African hip hop. I mean, the kids are super independent. They're doing their thing, you know.
Yes, sir.
They cultivate. Like, there's no real artist. There's no one artist anymore. Rest in peace, Ricky. Rest in peace, Mega.
Yeah.
Like, I think the influence is spread out to little pockets of communities, and the different artists that service different communities and different lanes, you know. And I think that's cool. I think hip hop, right? So African hip hop specifically, is more closer to the roots of hip hop than it's ever been in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, because you get kids making music in their back room. Like, you can go, like, Cotton Fest, for instance. The up and coming stage is just as packed
as the main
stage.
Yeah.
Than the main stage, you know.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's so spread out now, and I think the access the access to the market and as an artist is quite it's an all-time high now. So I think the gatekeeping is gone.
You feel like that?
I think well, not gone. But,
yeah, but it's
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 not,
now more open
I
to
think
up and coming artists
more
to just
accessible.
hop on, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what qualities or what criteria are you guys looking for the contestants to meet? Like,
So for me, like as Hayden, a hip hop nerd, like I always lean towards people that have personality. Like not even this competition, like rappers in general. I love artists that just reflect who they are and just like when you walk in, you listen to him, like he's the only guy that's gonna sound like this today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also like I as a brand, I look people that's because like a lot of the work when you work with brands are behind the scenes. It's professionalism, it's communication. Do you show up on time? Are you late for your photo shoots? Do you do what you say you're gonna do? So like, but you can't really tell that from the music. You have to spend time with people. Like you have to get to know the people, see what they like, how they engage. Because end of the day, like PutMeOn's one thing, but if you're gonna have another 20-year career after this, you gotta get your business side right, you know.
Yeah.
Do you then focus on fostering these relationships with the people and?
So we try not to push people in direction because you're an artist, you have your vision.
Yeah.
We try and just support. But there's times where I have to pick up the phone to dudes and say, "Oh, bro, you're moving weird. Stop that." You know?
For sure.
I mean, because at the end of the day, like, you know, it's not just a transactional relationship with family.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And when you're investing in someone, it's not just about, okay, you have to do this. It's like looking at because a lot of these artists are super young. You know.
Yeah.
And as an older guy who's been around a long time, because you can't put a value on that. You know what I mean? There's no money to value for someone. Someone who, an older dude who's seen it and all and said, "Nah, bro, don't do that."
Yeah.
Don't say that. Why are you saying that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now I'm gonna put you in the spot a little bit. So, so with all the PutMeOn years, who was your favorite?
So I'll say, I mean, I've got great relationships with all the winners, right?
Yeah.
There's Pretty Prince, Holy Alpha. Denzel came to see me at the office like yesterday.
Yes,
last
sir.
year's winner. But I think the class that my relationships the longest was the first ever one. The one Lucas won.
Oh yeah.
So the two runners up for that one was first one was Money Badu, and the other one was Costa.
Costa Teach, yeah.
Rest in peace, you know.
Yes, sir.
So and just to see how all three of them have just, you know, that's really cool. But
so 2019 was your best year, basically.
My favorite.
Your favorite?
Yeah, not my favorite, but like it's the ones that I still have the longest relationships with. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So Sportstyle and Puma are two very big brands, right? What impact do you think that this collaboration has had on the contestants and then the hip hop community at large?
I mean, you don't have to look at the winners. You can just look at like the responses. You know, every year it just gets bigger and bigger, and that's like the main indicator of like people see value in this.
Yeah.
You know, and and like people can see like what happens to artists afterwards, especially like with the relationship with Puma. Like we drip you out, put you in campaigns. You know, Manu Badu ended up being an ambassador, like the contracted ambassador for a year.
Yes,
the
sir.
campaigns with Nomzamo, Mbata. You know, so it's really cool. I think she was featured a few times on our global pages.
Okay.
So it's people. I think the kids see the value in it. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Talking about sports scene and Puma, do you think there's like specific benefits or outcome the brand is hoping to get with this whole collab?
That's a good question. I think for me the main thing is like the most valuable thing is just finding new talent. You know what I mean? Like every year I sit and I be like, how old is this kid? He's rapping like that.
Yeah.
You made this in your room? Like, yo, you made this with no money? You know what I mean? And the sound like this? Like for me,
Crazy.
that as a hip hop nerd, like first and foremost, like like it's all I listen. Not all I listen to, but it's like shaped my life, my career, everything. So just to sit and just watch like kids that's born in the 2000s rap like they were born in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, your parents raised you well. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for me. That's the best part. Just finding new talent and working with new people. Because I mean, especially like in a market like South Africa, there's only so many artists, and I mean, all the brands are here, and the brands are big. So whoever first to new talent,
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing. Like examples. I mean, it's not put me on, but like Ricky introduced me to Uncle Vinny when he was like 16. You know.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
very
yeah.
young, very
And
young.
we just since then, you know, put him a campaign, gave him a contract, and if we can, same with Manny Badu, same with Lucas, like if we can do that every year, find 2 or 3 people every year, that's great. you know?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Puma is known to be fully involved in the culture and giving opportunities to up and coming artists that showed like the greatest of potential. How do you think this links to the Put Me On campaign?
I mean, I think it's the cool thing about that is like Put Me On like almost formalizes it.
Yeah.
You know, like gives it a platform, puts the kids in like the shop window, and we can go, okay, him. Let's watch him. Maybe not him yet, but definitely in a year's time. Yeah, like so that's the best part. It's like it puts everybody in the room, so to speak, probably, and we can take it from there. Yeah.
For sure. Now this year the prizes are a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's actually looking forward to the 100K. But we have like 2 captains, which is Team Blackie and Team McLaren.
Yeah.
And then there's gonna be a whole boot camp going on. So I wanna know if Puma is gonna be part of that also. Are they
We
gonna
did
be
every
on
step of the
set?
way, you know.
Yeah.
So Blackie, it's Puma fam, like he was the face of the brand for 2022. And he's grown and he's blown up. I mean,
Yeah.
This kid shot a video in the Balenci store in Paris. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Can't talk to him anymore. you
Yeah.
know?
Can't touch him.
And
Too much.
And currently, McLaren is the face of the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, we there, bro.
all
Every
the
step
way.
of the way. You know,
All the
every
way.
step of the way.
Do you think like there's other opportunities outside of what is already known that the kids might look out for?
I mean, the thing with the best opportunities, like, you can't say that's not. It just, you know,
Yeah.
the stars align, you know, and you got to be in the right place and you got to be ready because you don't know when it's coming in. Yeah, it's like with us, like, now I go back to the 2019 class all the time, but we didn't know if this thing was gonna work. You know, we're figuring it out, and we're like, okay, cool, the winner, that's our guy.
Yeah.
But then the run-up was Money and the run-up was Costa. And we're like, yo, but now we got 3 people. And that wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, sir.
So you never know how these things go, man. Like, it's almost like if you look at like the reality shows, like Idols and all that stuff, it's always the runners up that end up being,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I
It's
was
crazy.
gonna
They
go
do a
to
lot.
that
They get
point.
a lot
The
actually.
artists, like music, and it's crazy because you don't know what people are going to react to, you know, until
Yeah.
it's put in front of them. So, yeah, I mean, winning the competition is one thing, but I think the value in it is the eyes that it puts on you as an artist, the exposure. You know?
Yes,
What
sir.
happens now if you guys like run out of space? Like there's so much talent out there and
Not the space.
there's enough
Yeah,
room
big
for
brand.
everyone.
It's
Enough
big
room for
brand. No,
everyone.
big boys.
Big boys.
Everybody can eat. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We're squeezing in. And I mean,
Squeezing
you guys are always
in.
cooking. You guys are always cooking things up, cooking up,
always.
collaborating. And 2024 is around the corner.
Yeah.
So what should the people be expecting from Puma?
A lot. Like a lot of cool stuff. I miss you. Can't say too much, but like you thought the past 5 years was hard. Wait till you see next year. Yeah.
Harder.
Yeah.
Cooking harder.
What has been your favorite collaboration between brand and artist so far?
So I don't have a favorite one because everyone brings such a a different flavor and a different vibe that you can't really compare. And it all like all those different pieces fit into a bigger puzzle. But I think like if I had to, I think like I think our relationship with like the Cotton Fest and even after Ricky like passed like with the family and like we at last year we because Ricky studied it after we donated like 100K to like bursary the students who couldn't graduate because there were fees and shit.
Yes, sir.
We deal with every day. I mean, at least once a week, I talk to the family. So yeah, that would be my favorite collaboration in terms of it's not more. It's bigger than just selling a product, you know. And also, I think the stuff we did with the Nomzamo Bata collection in 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
So that was like the first African woman to collaborate with a
huge.
major sports brand, and that was pushed out in South Africa.
Yeah.
So that was like a thing I wanted to tick off my list, you know, which is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I think I'm still, I'm still traumatized by that, but it was very rewarding. Yeah.
Were you hands on, like inside?
So much I wanted to say.
It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge.
People think it's
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
but it's like it's crazy. It's intense, you know,
It fries the brain.
Yeah.
and emotions.
Yeah.
That's-
Now, being one of the sponsors for this campaign, do you see it as like giving back also, like as some sort of giving back to the community and
Like it's like I don't want to say like giving back because that implies like people need us. You know what I mean? Like these
Yeah.
kids are talented anyway. They're gonna pop off anyway. So like if we can, I like to use the word contribute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't need us to make it, but we understand that these are the kids that support our brand. So if we can contribute and
uplift.
like give like a little step
Yeah.
up with our resources. I mean, we're not gonna make or break your career. We can't do that, you know.
For sure.
If we can add and help, you know,
That would be great.
I feel like you're the guardian angel. Like you're always gonna be there
always
and
gonna be there.
watching them.
mean,
Yeah,
it's been
I would look
75
at
years.
him as a guardian angel.
Oh, that's
essentially.
nice way of looking at it. I hope my boss watches this.
Yeah, I would say it's a guardian angel.
Yes, sir.
Because I mean, you guys, you've always been here.
We try.
You're gonna be here forever. Forever is infinite,
Yes. Yo.
and you plan to stay.
What did Jay-Z say? Forever's a mighty long time.
Yes, you see. And if you're planning to stick around, that means that the future is bright.
After the competition is, I mean, it's the prize is one thing, but it's like the relationship afterwards, you know.
Yeah.
We never usually go, okay, the competition's done, here's your prize, bye. Like,
Yeah.
nah. You come into once you're in the fam, you're in the fam, you know.
Yeah. So my question was, let's say I'm a custard Tage.
Yeah.
You know, I'm number 2 in the list or I'm number 5, but I don't get to be actually the winner for the competition. But I wanna span with Puma. I wanna, say what are you guys looking for? Like, how can I achieve that? Let's
It's
say
like energy, like a vibe, you know what I mean? Like I wanna look at you and go, damn, I never seen that before.
or the qualities of an
Yeah.
artist.
And the craft, yeah.
Or also like the fact, I mean, you must remember like a lot of the entrants are like really young in their career. So you want to see something that's there. Okay, look after this kid for like 3 years. You know what I mean? You're gonna be something.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's like it's that thing. You know what I mean? That I think they call it
Punyet.
the X factor. Like done. You know what I mean? That
The sauce.
yeah, that you can't put it on, but you just know it when you see it. You know what
And
I
you
mean?
just stop and you say,
Yeah.
this one is the one.
Something, yeah.
Is there anything that you would want to say to the people, first of all, who are watching this, and as well as the contestants who will be entering the competition or have entered?
Enjoy the ride, you know, like you're in it now, like the ball's moving, like make the most of the opportunity, like you know, you got Blackie, you got McLaren,
Yeah.
like wow, you know what I mean? It's the best of the best, with guidance and put your ego to the side, bro, like learn, you know, like
Yeah. What qualities would you like to see? Because I remember Blakey said something about hunger. Boy,
Yeah,
said,
and McLaren said flare.
McLaren said
Flare.
flare.
That's flare.
Yeah, and then he said authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
like it's one of those things that, like, I mean, you know it when you see it. You know, it's like there's some people have that
Unique. You're looking for something unique.
unique, like
Yeah.
something like the first time I saw Money Badu, I was like,
What is going on? I won't lie. The first time I saw her also was like,
Is she from South Africa? That was my
Yeah.
first impression.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
is she
South
from
Africa?
South
She's
Africa?
from South Africa.
so actually, I saw her put me on competition. I think I must quote. I don't think she was one of the runners up, but she came close to the final.
yeah.
And then
like
one day I was
top.
like, okay, cool. Then I knew about her, right?
Yeah.
And then like a few weeks later, crazy story. We were in sumo, right? You know, the Rhythm Tuesdays, the Sumo Tuesday.
Yeah.
And Youngster was hosting. So I happened to be in Joburg, and Young called me up. He's like, yo, do you want to roll with us? We're going to sumo. I was like, all right, cool. I don't have work in the morning, you know. I don't have a 9 o'clock meeting, and, you know, but let's go to the club.
Yeah.
And then Manny was actually working in the club, right? And Young performed, and he told her, yo, he called her and he said, yo, just perform that song. And it was all my friends. I was like, what? That's you? I was like, yo, call me in the morning. And then we worked. That was like also 2019.
Yeah.
And been fam ever since. We signed it to a deal. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, just come with that thing, man. You know, be who you are.
Yeah.
Crafts.
Yeah, the craft.
Yeah,
Focus on your
Focus
craft.
on your craft.
Yeah. There's a lot of people know how to hype things, but when it's come time to do it, like, that was mid, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
There we have it, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next time. Same place, same time. Shout out to Sports Scene. Shout out to Puma. Shout out to TuneCore. Please remember to follow the hashtags to keep up with the progress of the competition. Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Scene and follow Sports Scene on all social media platforms. We will catch you next time, ninjas. Peace.
Tango.